Hello everyone, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here to do your reading for May 2020. And this is for our Scorpios and any Scorpio-centric people. Thanks to everybody who's been watching and subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And also, everyone who did take advantage of the free readings I was doing in March and April through emails and instant messenger and direct messaging and social media. It was really nice to connect with you that way. And thank you. So let's see what we have for Scorpio. Oop, that was an interesting cut. For the month of May. Okay, and this is the month of Taurus, right? So that's your polarity. So let's see what we have. Okay, we're starting off with the Four of Cups. Now, this talks about, well, I would say you're discontent. You can see in your body language. You see how your arms are folded, your legs are crossed. You're not allowing in, all right, Scorpio? And you're looking at these three cups in front of you. Now, they were once filled emotionally, and this is a water card, water, emotion. This was once filled with everything that you wanted, or joyous and joyful and happiness. And now you're not feeling it. Be very careful with this card, because this is a very powerful energy card of the moon in Cancer, and the moon rules Cancer. Cancer is the first mystical house, a water sign, and it's your sister sign, and you're the second of the mystical houses. So your water signs, and Pisces is the third, the most mystical. The water signs are really highly intuitive and can be very emotional people and empathic also, which, you have to be careful of. You feel very deeply, Scorpio. And be careful, because when you feel things, I told you, it's always like pouring gasoline on a fire. It's explosive. It's combustible. It ignites. So you enhance, whether it's positive or negative, light or shadow. So you want to be careful about the way you're feeling right now. Now, it might be a feeling, like I said, of unhappiness or lack of joy, dissatisfaction. In that, you can look at it as what it is and say, okay, this is how I'm feeling at the moment, and this will pass, right? But I have to be very careful the way I'm feeling. Because when you're feeling this way, it brings more of that, because the universe reverberates back that which you put out energetically. So at this time, we want you to consider the fact that although these things are not making you feel the joy, and you're feeling some kind of way about it that's not positive, put out love and gratefulness for what it was. When you did feel the joy and the bliss, the happiness. And even if this is just a temporary thing because of what's been happening in the world, you might be cooped up in the house with the children and too much to do, and you're feeling overwhelmed. Just know, like I said, this too shall pass. All these transits do. But there is something in the unseen that's going to be offered to you. When you're in this lack or fear or unhappiness state and dwelling on it, you're not allowing in, and you're not actually tuned in to anything positive. So we want you to change your frequency, change the channel, okay? Get out of this channel of discontent and move it along to lock in on something you desire, that you want and love, especially Scorpio, power and desire, right? And you want to create something, and you want to create something beautiful. Now, it's floating around you. There's probably something that you were thinking of or feeling a certain kind of way about before everything happened with this whole virus thing, and you got off track. So realign yourself with that. Tune in, get out of that static zone as you turn the dial, and lock in on a full blast of, oh yeah, this is what I was focused on before this. And send out love and thanks for this, but focus your positive thoughts on this. And that 4 is of completion. So you want to really hone in a solid, grounded way, your emotions, and allow in. I really feel like something new is waiting to come to you. See how you're cloaked in this white vest or waistcoat? It's like a top coat. That's usually signs of a purging that's clear, clean slate, and opening up to a new beginning. So do allow that in. Open up your arms, relax yourself. If you can, take a salt bath or a shower. Go sit outside alone. Pour yourself a cup of mocha, whatever they drink now, or lattes or tea, or have yourself a cocktail even, just one, just to relax. And, if it's putting the children to bed for the night or just one-on-one alone time, if you can try and squeeze out 10 minutes, do this for yourself. It's very important for you right now, Scorpio, to allow in. And this has to do with everything in your life, okay, because it's emotions. It could be love, it could be your job, it could be school, your vocation or trade, anything in your life that you feel a desire for, while this here is no longer giving you the satisfaction you need. It's time for you to change up your energy and allow in something better that you deserve. Now, this is a major arcana. This is Virgo, the Hermit. It's 9. 9 is the number of endings, right? So it's like, oh my gosh, yeah. The Hermit is hermetic, right? It goes into seclusion, and it deliberately locks himself away in a cave to become introspective and reflective. So like the Hermit, most of us have been quarantined, hermetic, reclusive, secluded. And in that time, hopefully, we have been creating something positive within ourselves by finding our inner light, becoming introspective. This is a good card for healing. Now, the Hermit doesn't stay there for long. And when he comes out back into the world, he's armed with his light that he trusts to guide him, his staff to walk on, and it's time. And this is talking about the end of the quarantine, let's say, for you, Scorpio, and time for you to come back into the world, but wiser, hopefully. And hopefully you spent the time to appreciate the things that maybe you tired of or didn't appreciate, you grew closer to, you had a bond with, or you had a realization of this no longer is what I want and I'm looking for something more. Maybe you were devoted to someone who, after this time spent with them, you realize this is not the right person and you're looking for someone better. Or you're realizing this job, vocation, or trade that I've been in really isn't what I want to do. This schooling that I've been doing, I'd rather do it online. I didn't think I can be dedicated, and yet I was forced to, so I did. Or maybe you're going to say, I want to change my major. Maybe some of you don't want to go back to work. You said, I kind of like being home, and I was able to manage, and this is all going to be different for everyone, but you are smart enough, Scorpio, to know what Spirit's giving you the message of and put it in a snapshot of your life. So with that being said, this is about this time for you to come out. And you look, all this blue, the depth, you went to the depths of yourself, Scorpio. You discern the truth. And now you have a long-term plan of how you're going to, I don't want to say attack, but they're saying attack this situation because you're out stronger. And you were ruled by Mars, the ancient ruler of Scorpio, before they found Pluto. So you have that Mars energy too. Very powerful, that, okay? And you can make it rain when you want to. You can make it happen when you want to. You are a doer because you are of creation. So you are coming out of this whole thing with a whole new perspective on life, family, love, the world, and creating something new with that you found within yourself. You've unlocked the secret. Now, this is either going to be a Gemini or a Libra or Aquarian. Typically, this is a man, but it could be a female who embodies and imbues the energy of the King of Swords, which would be a military, ex-military, first responder, judge, lawyer, anything to do with legal matters, or someone who's very dynamic in that it's my way or the highway, kind of bold. They usually have clarity. They are charismatic and magnetic. They have a lot of ideas, but it's not like they put them into play. They have other people do it for them. Clear-headed, almost like Mr. Spock. This is who I call Mr. Spock in the deck. It's always about logic. It's not about emotions and ooey-gooey like you are, Scorpio. So now see this someone who's influencing the situation, involved in the situation, coming into the situation, all right? And if it's not, this is energy that you could take on. Now, this is someone who's mature, 38, 40 and older, a father figure, or if it's a woman, a mother figure, but they don't have to be a parent. It's just that they have that age and wisdom that in the times that these decks were created would embody someone who was older and married or had a lot of responsibilities. Now, this person is good counsel, but they don't force it on you. They can be sharp and brutal with their words. They can cut you. Sarcasm, like a razor. So if this is someone in your life or involved in it, this is someone who is involved in the way that you're feeling. Now, I don't know if you're having, some of you, heartbreak over a person like this. And in your time and introspection, you've realized what this person is, and you're looking for something else. It could be that you're looking for a way to heal this relationship or a way out of this relationship. That being said, for some of you, that this person isn't the best person for you and is not going to be malleable to the ideas of talking it out, working it out. It could be something that you just feel, you know, I'm done with the woods with this person. Because this person could be very aloof, disconnected and distant, dismissive even. And you deserve something more loving and warm. And it could be you need to take on this energy with this situation. Be logical and methodical and get out of your heart center about this. You need to be more practical in the way that you're handling this situation, whether it's love, money, your job, school, your health, whatever is going on in your life, career. And this is coming up with new ideas to approach this. But like I said, being practical, methodical and logical, you know, just the facts. And not letting your emotions getting in the way. But this is all the result of how you've been progressing over the last 2 months. Now, Queen of Pentacles, this is like the mom of the deck. She's very loving, very caring, grounded and stable. Not a very emotional mom, but someone who is got their shit together and knows how to manifest. You see, she's comfortable in the countryside, her estates, her home. Now, not everybody has that. But whatever you have, you make it comfortable and loving and nurturing. Now, this queen does put things into play. So coming off the ideas of the king, she knows how to breathe life into them. So this is about you becoming very resourceful. Maybe your time in seclusion, you've learned to be resourceful. You had to cut back on spending. Perhaps you had to find a different way to work. Or not work at all. Or perhaps you had to take care of children and become the teacher, besides the other 97,000 things that a mom has to do in a home. You know, and even for you single dads, you know what it's like to be a woman, you know, and a parent. A lot of dads go to work, come home and have things that they need to do, but they don't realize what the mom of the household has done all day. And this is you taking all of these resources that you have learned and integrating them and fusing them to something new. And you see the bunny rabbit there? So things are going to be moving along. It's really hopping along for you. And your ideas that you have about being so resourceful and creative are really moving. And the fertility there, the rabbit would symbolize things are really growing for you. No, this could be Taurus, by the way, and Virgo and Capricorn. And remembering that's your polarity. So when we say that, it's like Scorpio wants to evolve to the highest form of whatever Taurus could be. And Taurus wants to evolve to the highest form of whatever Scorpio could be. So that being said, being resourceful, creative, and things that you love to do. See how she looks lovingly on her pentacles. She is creating something that she loves in her surroundings. And you don't have to be a parent, okay? But whatever your surroundings are that you love, nurture, care for, and tend to. And this is saying you got a good hold on it, Scorpio. So I hope this does help you. And I hope you have a great month. I wish everyone the best. And thanks for watching again and sharing and commenting. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you guys next month. I wish you the best.